Today we are going to talk about what your specific person is thinking while you're manifesting them. So, let's get into it, guys. Hello everyone, my name is Al and welcome to my channel Simply Create with Al. If you're new here, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'm here making manifesting easier for you, sharing all my tips and advice so that you can use them to create the life you have always dreamed of. And if you're in need of coaching, go to my description box, all information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. Today we are talking about what your specific person is thinking while you're manifesting them. Okay, but before I get into it, there is something that I would like to talk to you guys. Before you start manifesting someone, take a deep look at what you really want. Get clear in your mind of what this really is. Because sometimes we start manifesting someone because they broke our heart and we want them to come back and heal it. This is never going to happen because, first of all, you cannot expect that anything external can heal you or make you feel love or make you feel a different way. Okay, they can only meet you where you're at. So first of all, you have to find this within you. And second of all, you are being driven by your broken heart. So it's going to be difficult for you to drop the story, to drop the assumptions and the beliefs that you have about your specific person. And until you do this, you are going to keep recreating the same story over and over again and going through that heartbreak over and over again. Okay, so before you start this, make a commitment and be disciplined. Always choose what you want. Always choose the new relationship. Always choose the new beliefs that you have about your specific person. The law of assumption is about taking responsibility. What role did you play in the story that happened in the past? And when you recognize that you have written the script and they played it out. Okay, so there is no one to blame here. Let's start new. Okay, let's have a clean slate. And from that perspective, you can restart your new relationship and you can create something wonderful, something beautiful that is going to suit you. Now that we talked about this, let's get into the video. So, the first thing that we have to keep in mind is the world is a reflection. It's a reflection of our beliefs, of our assumptions, how we see ourselves in this world, how we see other people. And what is going to happen is your most dominant belief, your most dominant assumption is going to be projected on the 3D for you to experience. If you assume that they love you, that they want to see you, that they want to talk to you, that they want to text you, that they want to take you out, that they want to marry you, what's going to happen is when this is your most dominant belief, they are going to start thinking about those things, but they think it's their idea. They cannot figure out where this is coming from. They think that this is their idea. So they start thinking like, oh, I really miss this person. Oh, why is this person popping up in my head all the time? Maybe I should call them. Maybe I should talk to them. Maybe I have made a mistake. Maybe whatever, okay? This is actually what happens. And that's why it's really complicated when people start looking at the 3D for validation. Because why are you looking at the 3D? Because you don't believe what you're saying. You want to see that this is working out. So you're not quite there in your belief that it manifests. And then you're looking at the 3D and seeing and creating doubts and thoughts that say, maybe this is not working. Okay, so you cannot get out of this negative feedback loop that you are. So the first thing that you have to deal with is with your beliefs, whatever is happening within you. You have to work on this, work on believing that your assumptions are true. And trusting that when they are the most dominant assumptions, they are going to manifest. The 3D doesn't have a choice, okay? And it's not going to be blank for you. It's going to change. In the beginning, we talked about the importance of choosing your new story and choosing your new assumptions. And this is very important, not only for you, but also for your specific person. Because if you're like affirming and feeling good and feeling that this is true, and then the next day doubts creep in or something, the 3D shows up as the opposite, and you react to it and you start saying, oh, that person is terrible and disrespectful, and go back to the old story, go back to the old assumptions that you have about your specific person. Well, you are putting your specific person through a roller coaster of emotions about you and your relationship. And this is not going to make your case, okay? This is not going to drive them to get in touch with you and get in contact with you and play their role in the new story that you are creating. Everything starts with you. You have to be consistent. You don't want to have hot and cold behavior. You don't want to have them saying, hey, I really like you, I really love you, and then the next day, but I don't think that this works. I don't think that we work together. I don't think that we are good for each other. You don't want to create those things. You want consistency, and consistency starts with you. Maybe right now everything seems impossible, but understand that you are looking at your situation from your old state of consciousness. Okay, from your old self-concept, from your old beliefs, from the old story that you have with your specific person. You may be looking at this like, well, they said they are never going to come back. They said they hate me. They said this and that, or they have done this and that. Okay, but think about this way. The moment you rewrite your story with your specific person, the moment you commit to your new story, it's like you were born today. There is no past. There is no past story between you and your specific person. There is no other belief about your specific person than the one you have committed to right now. It's not about what is logical to happen. We are not here playing statistics, okay? We are choosing what we want to experience. And what we want to experience is regardless of what the 3D is showing us, because the 3D is just a reflection of our old beliefs, our old assumptions, our old self-concept. Okay, if you are moving towards a new state of consciousness, everything that happens doesn't matter. Okay, they don't matter. And let me tell you something that Neville talked about. Okay, if it takes one person or 10,000 to aid the birth of your assumption, they will come. You will not need their consent or permissions, because the world is dead. And what would be the purpose in asking that people to help you? Simply know what you want, animate the scene, and those playing their parts will begin to move towards the fulfillment of your desire. So, this is what Neville talks about this, okay? It's not about other people. It's not about what they said they want or they don't want. From the moment that you're moving consciousness towards your new reality, the old people, okay, the old assumptions, the old 3D doesn't exist anymore, okay? They are going to conform to your new state of consciousness. So the only person who has to believe in this is you, okay? It's not about what they said. It's not about what they wanted when they said it. It's about you believing that you can do this. This is basically it, guys. If you start manifesting someone from a place of being broken-hearted and hurt, heal your heart first, okay? Heal it, work through it, and then start on rewriting your story. Because in the end, it's all about what you want. What do you want? And are you willing to choose this and persist in this, even though the 3D may show something differently? Are you willing to believe in this to a point where you can deny your senses and just know it's done and it's inevitable and it's going to happen? Because this is all you need to manifest your specific person. This is all you need to make them think of you, to make them call you, to make them text you, to make them want to commit to you. This is all you need. You need to believe that this is a done deal. That's done. That's it. There's nothing that can stand in between you and your specific person committing or getting married or doing this or whatever you want, okay? Traveling around the world. You don't need to convince anyone but yourself. So start today to work on this. Start today to work on believing that the life that you want to live is true, okay? Because this is going to be what you are going to experience in the 3-day. But first of all, you have to be able to stick to this first and to commit to this and be consistent, okay? That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. We are going to talk soon. Bye, guys.